Ukulele Teacher here. They said it couldn't be done. I have made a lesson on the hit popular Queen song that has got the name that is called, that is the name of Bohemian Rhapsody. Magnifico! Despite the fact that I've made this as simple as possible, there's still a lot going on. Don't worry, I'm going to put everything on the screen, but if you'd like a PDF song sheet to help you follow along, then sign up today to patreon.com/uteacher, where you get a PDF song sheet for this and every single lesson that I post, plus loads of other cool perks, goodies, and rewards as well. It's absolutely worth it, and you can sign up for as little as $3 a month. 3, 4. Is this the real life? Is this just fantasy? Caught in a landslide, no escape from reality. Open your eyes, look up to the skies and see. I'm just a poor boy, I need no sympathy, because I'm easy come, easy go, little high, little low. Any way the wind blows doesn't really matter to me, Mama just killed a man, put a gun against his head, pulled my trigger, now he's dead. Mama, life had just begun, but now I've gone and thrown it all away. Mama, didn't mean to make you cry. If I'm not back again this time tomorrow, carry on, as if nothing really matters. Too late, my time has come. Send shivers down my spine, my body's aching all the time. Goodbye, everybody, I've got to go. Gotta leave you all behind to face the truth. Mama, I don't wanna die. I sometimes wish I'd never been born at all. See a little silhouette of a man. Scaramouche, Scaramouche, will you do the fandango? Thunderbolts and lightning, very, very frightening me. Galileo, 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 Figaro. Magnifico! I'm just a poor boy, nobody loves me. He's just a poor boy from a poor family. Spare him his life from this monstrosity. Easy come, easy go, will you let me go? Wish me luck, no, we will not let you go, let him go. Wish me luck, we will not let you go, let him go. Wish me luck, we will not let you go, will not let you go, will not let you go, let him go. No, 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 no. Oh, mamma mia, mamma mia, mamma mia, let me go. Beelzebub has a devil put aside for me, for me, for me. So you think you can stone me and spit in my eye? So you think you can love me and leave me to die? Oh baby, can't do this to me baby. I just gotta get out, I just gotta get right out of here. Nothing really matters, anyone can see. Nothing really matters, nothing really matters to me. Anyway the wind blows. Bismillah, no, we will not let you go. So grab your uke. Make sure it's in tune, and if it is in tune, it should sound like this. Then grab one capo and put it on the 3rd fret of your ukulele. With the capo in place, your uke should now sound like this. Now this is the song they said could not be done on the ukulele. I mean, obviously, geniuses like Jake Shimbakuru can play an incredible fingerpicking style, but I wanted to make this as easy as possible for even the most basic, the most beginner, the most, hobbyist ukulele player. I wanted you guys to be able to play it. Heck, if I can play it, then I know you guys can play it. I've broken it down as best as I can, and I've made it as easy as possible for you guys. I've broken this song down section by section so you can come and go as you please and skip straight to the part that you want to learn. And it makes sense to me to start things off at the beginning. So let's begin with the intro section. These are the chords that you'll need for the intro. If you already know them, then skip ahead now. To play the chord of E minor 7, put your first finger on the 2nd fret of the 3rd string and your 2nd finger on the 2nd fret of the 1st string. And the chord of E minor 7 should sound like this. To play the chord of A7, just put your first finger on the 1st fret of the 3rd string, and the chord of A7 should sound like this. To play the chord of D7, bar the 2nd fret with your first finger, that means you push down on all 4 strings at the same time, then add your 2nd finger to the 3rd fret of the 1st string, and the chord of D7 should sound like this. To play the chord of A minor, just put your 2nd finger on the 2nd fret of the 4th string, and the chord of A minor should sound like this. To play the chord of G, go back to that E minor 7 shape and just add your 3rd finger to the 3rd fret of the 2nd string, and the chord of G should sound like this. To play the chord of E minor, put your first finger on the 2nd fret of the 1st string, your 2nd finger on the 3rd fret of the 2nd string, and your 3rd finger on the 4th fret of the 3rd string, and the chord of E minor should sound like this. To play the chord of G7, it's basically an upside down G shape, so put your first finger on the 1st fret of the 2nd string, your 2nd finger on the 2nd fret of the 3rd string, and your 3rd finger on the 2nd fret of the 1st string, and the chord of G7 should sound like this. To play the chord of C, put your 3rd finger on the 3rd fret of the 1st string, and the chord of C should sound like this. Now to play the chord of G sharp, just take that G shape and slide the whole thing up 1 fret. Then take your 4th finger and stretch it across to the 5th fret of the 4th string, and the chord of G sharp should sound like this. Now in this song, there's a lot of sliding between G sharp, G, and F, back and forth between those 3 notes. So in those instances, we'll go from G sharp, just slide that whole shape down 1 fret for G, and slide it down 1 more fret for F sharp. So you've got those 3 chords all next to each other. F sharp, G, G sharp, G sharp, G, F sharp. When you're playing those chords next to each other, you can just slide that shape up and down to get those 3 notes very, very easily. And to play the chord of B flat diminished 7, it's got the most complicated name, but it's actually probably the easiest chord to play, because you just take that E minor 7 shape and slide it down 1 fret. And the chord of B flat diminished 7 should sound like this. Now the intro at least of this song is nice and slow, and I promised you that I would keep it as simple as possible. So we're going to start off by just playing 4 straightforward, slow, nice and steady downstrokes with our thumb on each chord like this. 1, 2, 3, 4. And really let that thumb just pluck all 4 strings individually and let the notes ring out as you strum like this. Really take your time with it. Let it sound absolutely lovely. Because just because what we're playing is simple, there's no reason why it shouldn't at least sound good. So the intro starts off with the chords of E minor 7, A7, D7 and G. And like I said, just 4 downstrokes on each chord, like this. Is this the real life? Is this just fantasy? Caught in a landslide, no escape from reality. And then the next chords are E minor to G7 to C, and he will play 4 downstrokes on the E minor and G7, and 8 downstrokes on the C, like this. Open your eyes, look up to the skies, and see 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. And then the next line, the chords are A minor to D7. And here we go back to playing 4 downstrokes on each of those chords, like this. I'm just a poor boy, I need no sympathy because I'm... And now here we need to get that G sharp chord in position because we're going to be sliding up from G sharp to G and then F sharp back up to G a couple of times like this. G sharp, G, F sharp, G, G sharp, G, F sharp, G. All downstrokes, G sharp, G, F sharp, G, G sharp, G, F sharp, G. That's for the part that goes easy come, easy go, little high, little low. And then for the last line, the chords are C to G to B flat diminished to D7. And here we play 2 downstrokes on all of the chords except for the D7 where we play 8, like this. Any way the wind blows doesn't really matter. 3, 4, 5, to me, to me. And when we hit the G for verse 1, we start a very, very basic finger picking pattern. And if you want to skip it and just carry on playing downstrokes, you're absolutely welcome to do so. But now we're moving on to verse 1. And the extra chord that we'll need for verse 1 is the chord of D. If you already know that, then skip ahead now. To play the chord of D, bar the 2nd fret with your 1st finger. That means you push down on all 4 strings at the same time. Then add your 4th finger to the 5th fret of the 1st string. And the chord of D should sound like this. So on that G, we start the basic finger picking pattern. And again, I'm still playing with my thumb because I get like a good ringing sound when I play with my thumb. That finger picking pattern is meant to emulate the beautiful piano riff that Freddie Mercury starts playing at this point in the song. All I'm doing is playing 1 downstroke on the G, then I'm playing strings 3, 2, 1, and then I reach up and put my 4th finger on the 7th fret of the 1st string and play the 1st string and the 4th string, and then slide that back down to the 5th fret and play the 1st string and the 4th string. So the pattern is down, 3, 2, 1, 1, 4, 1, 4, down, 3, 2, 1, 1, 4, 1, 4. So play that through twice on the G to begin with. And then you play it through again as you start to sing. Mama, just... And then when it goes to Kill the Man, you move to the chord of E minor. And on the E minor, you play a very similar finger picking pattern. But here we're putting our 4th finger up to the 9th and 7th fret of the 1st string for those picking notes, like this. Down, 3, 2, 1, 9, 7, before going back to the chord of A minor to strum. So that's basically just a little bit of finger picking that you can play if you want to at the start of verse 1 on the chords of G and E minor, like this. Mama just killed a man, put a gun against his head, pulled my trigger, now he's dead. And those next two lines are the chord of A minor, which you play through 4 times. Put a gun against his head, 3, 4, pulled my... And then the next line after that is A minor to D, and here you play 2 downstrokes on each of those chords. Pulled my trigger, now he's dead. And then from here on in the verse, we just carry on strumming. Then the next line, the chords are G to E minor, just 4 downstrokes on each of those chords, like this. Mama, life had just begun. And then for the next line, we play A minor, G sharp, G, F to A minor. Here we play 2 downstrokes on the A minor, 1 downstroke on the G sharp and G, and then 2 on the F and 2 on the A minor, like this. But now I've gone and thrown it all away. 1, 2. Then the next half of the verse starts with the chords of C to G to A minor. Here you play 3 downstrokes on C and 1 on G, and then 4 on A minor, like this. Mama, ooh, didn't... And then we go on the chord of D minor, 4 downstrokes again. Mean to make you cry. Then 4 downstrokes on the G. If I'm not back again, this time too. And then 2 downstrokes on C, G, A minor, F minor, and then C to end, like this. Tomorrow, carry on, 'cause nothing really matters. And that's verse 1. Put it all together and it should sound a little something like this. Mama just killed a man, put a gun against his head, pulled my trigger, now he's dead. Mama, life had just begun, but now I've gone and thrown it all away. Mama, ooh, didn't mean to make you cry. If I'm not back again this time tomorrow, carry on, as if nothing really matters. And then with the exception of the final line, verse 2 is exactly the same as verse 1. So let's carry on and play through verse 2. Too late, my time has come, send shivers down my spine, my body's aching all the time. Goodbye everybody, I've got to go, gotta leave you all behind and face the truth. Mama, ooh, I don't wanna die. And then the final line of verse 2 is the chord of G to C, like this. I sometimes wish I'd never been born at... And that C takes us into the first solo. And even the solo is nice and straightforward. I've really simplified it to make it easy to play on the ukulele. Start off by playing 2 downstrokes on the chord of C, down, down, and then you do a pull-off on the 3rd string from the 2nd fret to the open string. That means you play the 2nd fret on the 3rd string, but you pull off with your 1st finger, so you get a 2nd note. So you see I pluck it once on the 2nd fret with the thumb of my right hand, but I pull it off with my left hand on the 1st finger. So you get a second note for the price of one without having to pluck again with your right hand. So you pull off from the second fret. So 2 downstrokes on C followed by the pull off. And then 2 downstrokes on G, followed by just plucking the open second string once. And then here you play. That's just a downstroke, followed by the second fret and the third fret on the first string like this. And then here we play the chord of D minor, but instead of playing it down here, I'm going to play it up here, which is a bar on the 5th fret of the ukulele, and then your third finger on the 7th fret of the ukulele. And just play 4 downstrokes, and then 4 again on the G. And then for the second line of the solo, you play 2 downstrokes on the C and the G. And then you play the same thing again on the A minor. Down, 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 2, 3, down, 2, 3, D minor, 2, 3, 4. And then you play the chord of B flat 4 times, which is a bar chord across the first fret. And then your first finger on the second fret of the third string, and your second finger on the third fret of the fourth string. And then you play 4 downstrokes on the chord of B flat. 1, 2, 3, 4. And then you play 1 on the B flat, take up the bar and slide the whole thing down 1 fret, and you've got the chord of A, and play 1 downstroke on that too. So it's 1, 2, 3, 4, B flat, A. And then you go up to the chord of F sharp, and here we're going to play that with a bar across the first fret, and then our first finger on the second fret of the second string, and our third finger on the third fret of the fourth string, and the chord of F sharp will sound like this. And here we play 8 downstrokes on the chord of F sharp, like this. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. And that'll take us into our I see a little silhouette of a man section. So let's put that all together and just play through the solo first, as slow as you like, from the top. 6, 7, 8. And that takes us into the next section, which I'm going to call Interlude number 1. Now the first 2 lines of this section, it's all downstrokes with your thumb, so don't worry about that. Alternate between the chords of F sharp, B, and F. So we need to make sure we're very comfortable with this bar chord shape. The chord of B is basically the same as that chord of B flat, but slide the whole thing up 1 fret. So the bar is on the 2nd fret. So you've got your B, your F sharp, which is again the bar on the 1st fret, and then the F shape with your 2nd and 3rd fingers. And then lift up that bar and slide that down 1 more fret for the chord of F. So basically this whole first 2 lines of this section goes between the chords of B, F sharp, F, F sharp, B, F sharp, F, F sharp, B, F sharp, B, F sharp, F, F sharp, B, F sharp. Let me play it through for you nice and slow, and you can follow along with what's on the screen. So you've got your 8 downstrokes first. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. I see a little silhouette of a man. Scaramouche, Scaramouche, will you do the fandango? Whew! Okay, that's kind of tough, that line, so you're going to need to take it nice and slow at first. I see a little silhouette of a man. Scaramouche, Scaramouche, will you do the fandango? And the next line, the chords are B to F sharp, to B flat, to G7 to C. And here we play 4 downstrokes followed by 2 downstrokes. So it's 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 1. Like this. Thunderbolts and lightning, very, very frightening me. Galileo, 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 Galileo Figaro. Magnifico! And then the interlude continues with lots more quick changes, this time again between the chords of G sharp, G, and F sharp and G, like this. I'm just a poor boy, nobody loves me. Then the next line, the chords are F to C, C diminished, F, C, C diminished, C. And we know the chords of F and C. To play the chord of C diminished, just keep that C shape, But add your first finger to the second fret of the second string, and your third finger to the third fret of the third string. And the chord of C diminished should sound like this. And again, it's lots more quick downstrokes like this. He's just a poor boy from a poor family. The good news is, most of the way through, the downstrokes at least match what you're singing with the vocals, syllabically. So that should make things a little bit easier to play. Spare him his life from this monstrosity. And then we play again the G sharp to G to F sharp to G section. Easy come, easy go, will you let me go? And then here we go into the Bismillah, no section.
Bismillah, no, we will not let you go.
Which is great fun to play because it's just alternating between the chords of G and C, like this. Bismillah, no, we will not let you go, let him go. Bismillah, we will not let you go, let him go. Bismillah, we will not let you go, will not let you go, will not let you go, let him go. And then you've got the no section, and this for me is the hardest part of the song, believe it or not. It's just 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 chords played very rapidly. That's the chord of G sharp minor, which is, if you take a G minor shape like this, slide it up 1 fret, and then add your fourth finger to the 5th fret of the 4th string, G sharp minor, F sharp, B, B flat, then you've got the chord of E flat, which is very similar to a G minor, but just slide your second finger up to the 3rd fret of the 3rd string, then the chord of G and C. That's for the part of the song that goes like this. No, 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 no. Oh, mamma mia, mamma mia, mamma mia, mamma mia. And then it goes, mamma mia, let me go. That's just C to G. And then, as we get ready to go into that rocking guitar solo, we start to strum a little bit more energetically now, adding some downstrokes in as the chords go from C to F to B to E minor to G, like this. Beelzebub has a devil put aside for me, for me, for me. Down, up, down, up, down, up, down, up. So let's put that whole interlude together and play it through nice and slow from the top. I see a little silhouette of a man. Scaramouche, Scaramouche, will you do the fandango? Thunderbolts and lightning, very, very frightening me. Galileo, 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 Figaro. Magnifico! I'm just a poor boy, nobody loves me. He's just a poor boy from a poor family. Spare him his life from this monstrosity. Easy come, easy go, will you let me go? Bismillah, no, we will not let you go, let him go. Bismillah, we will not let you go, let him go. Bismillah, we will not let you go, will not let you go, will not let you go, let him go. No, 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 no. Oh, mamma mia, mamma mia, mamma mia, let me go. Beelzebub has a devil put aside for me, for me, for me. And he's just going to that solo, really rocking. It's a nice, straightforward down, up, down, up, down, up, down, up on the G, but you play it with a bit of swing, so it sounds like this. For me, down, up, down, up, down, up, down, up. And that takes us into our next guitar solo, which sounds like this. And that's so much fun to play, and it looks really complicated, it sounds really cool, but believe it or not, once you get the hang of it, it's actually very, very straightforward to play. Firstly, you play 1 downstroke on the chord of C, and then we're just playing an ascending C major scale, like this. C, D, E, F, G, A. So it's C, downstroke, and then you play open, second on the 3rd string, then open, first, 3rd on the 2nd string, and then open on the 1st string, like this. Just play that 3 times. And then we slide up to a chord of D, which again is that bar shape on the 2nd fret, and then your 4th finger on the 5th fret of the 1st string. And play 1 downstroke on the D, and then play the exact same pattern on here, that exact same D major scale. 2 and 4 on the 3rd string, 2, 3, 5 on the 2nd string, and 2 on the first string. And remember, all those twos, the bar chord's already in place there, so you don't really have to do much with your left hand at all. It should sound like this. And you see, look, that bar chord is covering all of the second fret on all three strings. And that's how to play that guitar solo. Just play that pattern 3 times on the C and once on the D. For me, 1, 2, 3, 4. And then we go back to the chord of G. And this next section is what I'm going to call Interlude 2. And we can just carry on with that nice down, up, down, up, down, up, down, up swinging pattern as we carry on playing. And the first line is just down, up, down, up, down, up, down, up, G to C to G, like this. So you think you can stone me and spit in my eye. And then 1 downstroke on B flat, and back to G for the next line, G, C, F this time. So you think you can love me and leave me to die. And then the next couple of lines are just D minor to G, like this. Oh, baby, can't do this to me, baby. Just gotta get out, just gotta get right out of. And then you repeat that solo that we just learned already. So let's put that whole interlude together and play it through nice and slow from the top. So you think you can stone me and spit in my eye. So you think you can love me and leave me to die. Can't do this to me, baby. I just gotta get out, just gotta get right out of here. And then here we go into a G sharp shape and just play down, up, down, up, down, up, down, up, down, up, down, up. And then slide down to an F, down, up, down, up, down, up, down, up, down, up, down, up. And then we just play 4 nice slow downstrokes on the G and really let them ring, because this is where the song slows down. And we're heading into the home stretch, heading towards the ending. 1, 2, 3, 4. And that takes us right into our ending section, which I'm going to call the ending section. And then to play that ending section, we start off playing A minor to E minor twice, just 2 downstrokes on each, like this. Nothing really matters, anyone can see. And then we play A minor to F minor. Nothing really matters. And then it's F, G, C, like this. Nothing really matters to me. And then we've got a little run with a little bit of basic finger picking that goes like this. And to play that little run, all we're really doing is playing the chords of F, C, C diminished, and C. And the technique that I'm doing, I'm just strumming the bottom 3 strings first, and then I'm playing the 3rd fret on the 1st string separately. So I play the chord of F, and then play that top string with a C. Then I play the chord of C, and again just play that top string separately. Then the chord of C diminished, and again that top string separately. And then the chord of C, and the top string separately. So it's F, C, C diminished, C. And all I'm really doing is strumming those bottom 3 strings first, and then leaving a gap before plucking the top string, which is always on that C note, the 3rd fret of the 1st string. So it's F, C, C diminished, C. And then the final line is just a anywhere the wind blows. And that's just chords of G to D, like this. G, 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 D, D. And that's how to play your ending section. Put it all together, it should sound like this. Nothing really matters, anyone can see. Nothing really matters, nothing really matters to me. Any way the wind blows. Put that all together together, and that's how to play Bohemian Rhapsody by Queen. Let's go ahead and play it from start to finish, from the intro all the way to the ending section, nice and slow from the top. But this time, I want you guys to play along with me. Don't forget, if you'd like a PDF song sheet so you can follow along, be sure to sign up today to patreon.com/Uteacher, because you get a PDF song sheet with every single lesson. You get each video at least 24 hours before the rest of the world, and you get loads of other cool perks, goodies, and rewards as well, including exclusive Patreon lessons and Q&A videos. So when you're ready, let's play along with me. 3, 4. Is this the real life? Is this just fantasy? Caught in a landslide, no escape from reality. Open your eyes, look up to the skies and see. I'm just a poor boy, I need no sympathy, because I'm easy come, easy go, little high, little low. Any way the wind blows doesn't really matter to me, Mama just killed a man, put a gun against his head, pulled my trigger, now he's dead. Mama, life had just begun, but now I've gone and thrown it all away. Mama, didn't mean to make you cry. If I'm not back again this time tomorrow, carry on, as if nothing really matters. Too late, my time has come. Send shivers down my spine, my body's aching all the time. Goodbye, everybody, I've got to go. Gotta leave you all behind to face the truth. Mama, I don't wanna die. I sometimes wish I'd never been born at all. See a little silhouette of a man. Scaramouche, Scaramouche, will you do the fandango? Thunderbolts and lightning, very, very frightening me. Galileo, 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 Figaro. Magnifico! I'm just a poor boy, nobody loves me. He's just a poor boy from a poor family. Spare him his life from this monstrosity. Easy come, easy go, will you let me go? Bismillah, no, we will not let you go, let him go. Bismillah, we will not let you go, let him go. Bismillah, we will not let you go, will not let you go, will not let you go, let him go. No, 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 no. Oh, Mamma Mia, Mamma Mia, Mamma Mia, let me go. Beelzebub has a devil put aside for me, for me, for me. So you think you can stone me and spit in my eye? play Bohemian Rhapsody by the one and only and amazing Queen. I've been the ukulele teacher. If you have any requests for future lessons, let me know right now in the comments below. Otherwise, until next time, I love you all and I wish you the best.